Hello, my mathematicians. I hope you're having a great day. We're going to go ahead and start like we always do with some warm-ups. So I'm hoping that you will count with us. Make sure that your screen is turned on because during this time we are scrolling through looking to see what your mouths are doing. So we're going to go ahead and start by counting by twos, but this time let's start with 44. Are you ready? 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72. Stop. Well done. All right, let's count by fives. Only let's start with 15. Are you ready? 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Stop. Well done. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Let's do tens, but let's start with 5, which is what we just started. And I remember, I want you to think about your number scrolls. In fact, I've got mine right here, so I'm going to show you again. You're going to count down. So we're going to count 5 and we're going to count all the way down. So look at those numbers. Are you ready? Here we go. 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 105, 115, 125, 135, 145. Stop. All right. Now let's count by 25s. Only this time, we're not going to repeat like we have because I think most of you I see knowing that pattern now, which is super exciting. So we're going to go ahead and count on. So remember, it's going to get bigger by 100 and 200 and 300 and so forth. Are you ready? We'll start with 0. So go 0. 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175, 200, 225, 250, 275, 300, 325, 350, 375, 400. Stop. I would love you to tell me with your thumbs up or down or in the middle, how did that feel? Because we got really good at doing a repeat, but then we had to start thinking about those hundreds. So if you felt really good about it, give us a thumbs up. If you're kind of getting it, but maybe need a little bit more practice, or if that was kind of tough and we need to work on it. It's always good to have that feedback so we know where to go and what to work on. All right, we're going to do one more warm-up today, so it's kind of a shorter day for warm-ups. I'm going to give you a number, and I want you to tell me what the helper fact is, which means you need to have your hands ready because you can just use your fingers. You do not need to write this down on your whiteboard, though I will be asking you to do some things with your whiteboard and a marker in a little bit. But for this, you just need your fingers because I will show you a number, and as fast as you can, I want you to show me what number goes with it. Are you ready? Here we go. First number. What goes with 6? Show me as fast as you can. Wow, some of you went really, really fast because you went 4. Some people don't even need to do that anymore. They're just holding up the fingers. So great job, everybody. Okay, let's do another one. Are you ready? What number goes with 3? What number goes with 3? Go as fast as you can. Very good job. This is so fun to see you guys growing. All right, are you ready for the next one? What number goes with 8? What number goes with 8? Quick, quick, quick. Some of you had it so fast. Some still working. The answer is, if I took away 8 fingers, 2. Hopefully you got it right. One more. Are you ready? What number goes with 1? What number goes with 1? 9. 9 goes with 1, right? So hopefully you are feeling better and better about those sums of tens. The more, like anything, the more we practice, the better we're going to get. So it's really important that you practice those things. And like the counting and that kind of stuff, you could even do that with your grown-up. You could say, hey, quiz me. Give me a number. Let me see if I can tell you what the sum of 10 is. And so like when my kids were younger, we used to do that driving a lot. When we would be driving, I would say 3, and they would say 7, and I would say 2, and they would say 8. And we kind of had this game going until they got really, really good at it. So again, with anything, the more you practice, the better it's going to be. So we're going to, speaking of practicing, we're going to do something that you might remember from first grade. Do you guys remember doing quick looks before? It was when your teacher had probably a card and we would turn it over and we would show you, and you'd really quickly have to tell us what that number was. And you probably had a whiteboard and you would write down your answer and you would show us. And that's what's going to happen today. So I have a quick look card, or a lot of them actually, that I'm going to show you. And I want everybody to write on your whiteboard what you think it is as fast as you can. And I want you to show it to the screen so that your teacher can see it. So let's see if I can get this shared. So hold on one moment. Okay, so here's my first card. I want you to write down how many dots are in this 10 frames and hold it up to the screen as fast as you can. Some people have already done it, which is amazing to me. All right, so remember, if this whole thing is filled out, if you remember from first grade and kindergarten, it's going to equal 10. So what's the answer? 10. Exactly right. And if we were going to write a number model with that, we would know there's 5, 6, 7, 8, plus we would just slide these 2 over. So 8 plus 2 is 10. All right, are you ready for the next one? So erase your board, get ready. Okay, here's your next one. Write as fast as you can. Ready? Go. Some people are going really, really fast. I'm wondering if you notice what the number model is too. Excuse me. Yeah, so if you did this correctly, and you all did, your answer is, 10. And the number model for this one would be 6 plus 4. And again, you just see those 4 that just need to slide on over there, and they'll make a full 10 frame. You're right, 6 plus 4. And you guys know that fast, right? Because we can see those sums of 10 so quickly. It's just kind of like what we were doing when we were working out a moment ago. All right, so let's do another one. Are you ready? Here we go. Get your board ready. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Mrs. Doran, you're saying, because you're getting the answer right again, right? You know these sums of 10 so quickly. So 8 plus 2 is indeed 10 again. So again, you're sliding that in. And 10 frames are really great because you can really see them with your eyes. And you can see once that 10 frame is filled up, you know there's 10 really quick, and then you just have to add on what's next. They're not always this easy though. Let's see what the next one is. Are you ready? Erase your board. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Go, 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 go. Yeah, it's not 10 this time, was it? All right, are you ready to see? What's the answer? The answer is actually 11. But I wrote 2 number models down here just to show you how I use that 10 frame, that sum of 10, as a helper. It's a helper fact. It helped me solve the answer. So since I could slide these 2 over here, so I know 8 plus 2 is 10, so 8 plus 3, I'll have this 1 left over, is going to be 11. So good job. So I want you to try to find those helper facts, those sums of 10. So you're going to slide 10 over and see what's left over, and that will help you out. Okay, you ready for the next one? Here we go. That one was a lot faster, I think. I see a lot of people getting it really, really quickly. So the helper fact again was 9 plus 1 is 10. So 9 plus 2 would give us 11 because we've got this whole frame filled up with 10 plus 1 more is 11. So you're going to kind of notice that whatever's left over when you're adding with 10, so for example, 10 plus 4 is 14, because the 4 is going to be the last number. 10 plus 6 would be 16. 10 plus 7, 17. 10 plus 9, 19. So you'll see that one place repeat. Okay, let's do another one, right? Go. What is it? Oh, Mrs. Doran, the answers are always the same, but the number models are different, right? Can you figure out what the number model would be? All right. I made 10 with 3, right? So I did 7 plus 3 is 10. So 7 plus 4, again, is 11. Now, not everything we do is going to be that easy where it's just one more than a sum of 10, but you still can see them. So let's take a look at this next one. Erase your board, and let's see how fast you can get this quick look. And as soon as you have it again, I want you to just show it up to that screen so that we can see you. Are you ready? Here we go. Told you it'd be harder. But some people are getting this really, really fast, which is crazy to me, and then crazy in a great way. All right, so do you see the sum of 10 there? Right here, if I slid these two over, I'm gonna have 10 right away, and then I just have to add these 5. 10 plus 5 is 15. So hopefully you did that, because then you can know 8 plus 2 is 10. So 8 plus 7, which is over here, is 15. So again, if you can just think and picture those numbers sliding in to make a 10 frame, that can help you out. So today what you're going to be doing is you're going to be looking on page 24. And I actually started doing this video and it didn't work, so I filled it out. So I'm kind of covering it up a little bit, but you'll be able to see it. So let me share my screen again with you with Math Journal. And you don't have to have your Math Journal out right now. In fact, I don't really want you to have your Math Journal out right now, because I'm just going to show you how you would answer this. Okay, so they give you the sample right here, which was 8 plus 2 is 10, just like how I showed you before. And then 8 plus 5, because you have 8 here, 5 here, and then you add the total thing up. But remember, to add the total up is so much easier when you can picture what is sliding over. So you would even circle that and you say, okay, there's 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, because that sum of 10 is what makes it easy. So here is the next one they give us. And I put a little circle around 1, slid it over, so I knew what it was. And then I can tell right away that this amount is 14. So now let's look back at what it was. We did 9 plus 1 equals 10, so that's the 10 fact that helped us. And then the actual fact was 9 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, the total answer is 14. For some of you, your head might be going, wait, what? And for other of you, the light bulbs are starting to click on, and others of you are like, I got this, let's go. It's okay to be in different places. It's kind of like, you know, I have 4 kids at home, and they all started walking at different times. One of them started at 9 months. One of them was over 1 year old. But if you watch them walking down the street, you'll have no idea who got there first. And that's okay. So if you're not there yet, don't worry, because we're going to practice this a lot. Okay, so let's look at this one right here. So we've got 6 over here, and I know 6 plus 4 equals 10. So I'm going to slide those 4 over, and you already know what the answer is because you showed me in your quick looks how fast you were with that. Now you have 11. So again, 6 plus 4 is 10. That's what we made. And then 6 plus 4, 5 equals 11. So we call these helper facts because these equations are like number models, can help us solve other ones. And what happens is your mental math, the math that you do in your head, is going to get super strong. I could never do this when I was your age. I had to memorize flashcards and I didn't really understand what I was doing. But once I started picturing it in my brain, as a grown-up actually, I became a lot stronger with my mental math, where now I can add numbers up much easier in my head. So today you're going to do page 24, and you're also going to do page 25. So let's look at that and what that's asking you to do. So you're going to use a number grid, and they want you to count how many spaces from 17 to 26. So again, you can count back here, and you can count from 17 to 26. So you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and see how many spaces there are. Or maybe you'll come up with a strategy to get there faster. And we'll talk about that when we check them later. Then they also want you to count the spaces from 49 to 65. Next, they ask you to show 88 cents using pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters. So I have to tell you, my good friend Ollie in our class was doing, I can't remember what we had last week, but we had a high number and he was going to try and do pennies and his hand got tired because there were so many. So do not write 88 pennies. In fact, what I would like you to try to do is do this in as little amount of least amount of coins you can use. So start with quarters and see how many quarters you can use, and then see if you can figure out what you could add to get to 88 cents with the least amount of coins. There are a lot of different ways to show 88 cents. So show 88 cents first, but if a challenge could be, can you do it using the least amount of coins? All right, and then you have a less than, greater than, or equal to problem. Remember, you're looking to see what's on either side. So this one has 8 plus 3, and I know because of my helper facts, 8 plus 2 is 10, so 8 plus 3 is indeed 11. So 11 is equal to 11. So for these, you're going to have to figure out the sum or the answer of these other questions to see if are they greater than, less than, or equal to. And we'll come back and grade these later again at the end. For number 4, it says which numbers are smaller than 38. So you're going to fill in the circles next to the correct answer. So if it's smaller than 38, you are going to shade that in. And we'll cover that again. It's a good thing we did these in the warm-up. Count by 25s. So it starts with 0, 25, and then you're going to keep going. And I know you're going to do great because we already practiced that. We're already warmed up and ready to go. Now you have a story problem or a word problem. So you're going to have to read it. I'm going to read it first for you. So hopefully it'll be easier when you come to this on your own. But it says 8 children are playing a game. 3 more come to play. How many children are playing in all? So again, think about what your number model is. And we talked about there being 3 parts to that addition problem. How many we start with, how many more come, so this plus this equals this, and then you get your answer. And you're going to put your answer right here on this line. Then when you're all done, of course, you're going to make your math choice. It could be a number scroll. It could be one of the math games we've learned. If you're doing some of the base 10 block stuff on that math manipulative page in the classroom, make sure you add how many blocks you're using. But have a great day, and we'll see you in a little bit. And keep your, we're going to put you in your breakout rooms, but remember, stay nearby so that we can come in and ask questions, and we'll see you soon.